Right, so good morning from Duhok International Bus Terminal in Iraqi Kurdistan. Today we had another border, the Ibrahim Khalil crossing to Turkey, to the town of Mardin. We've heard rumours that the border crossing can be a bit tricky, depending on the politics, day of the week, how many border officials are on the crossing. So, inshallah, for a short crossing. It's the first time I've seen the drinks trolley in a bus. ياك فانتا أبي زحمة كافيه هي اوكي ياك كافيه زحمة قصص So, one final kebab in Iraqi Kurdistan. You can see it comes in actually quite a different format. This kind of long bread. But the Sakman Zara. Definitely better than the service food station. Service station food in the UK. Right, so we've arrived quite quickly at the Turkey-Iraq border. As you can see from Google Maps here, we're pretty backed up. And if you just see out the window there's oil tankers, trucks, absolutely everywhere. So fingers crossed we get going soon. Right, so we've been stuck on the Turkey-Iraq border now for about 4 hours. It's not feeling like much of a holiday anymore. The queue for the buses, you can see over there, has moved about maybe 2 buses in the last 4 hours. The cars are piling in as well. The drivers are sleeping. People are sitting outside on their camping chairs. So it looks like we're going to be here for the long haul. So after 4.5 hours on the Iraqi side, it looks like we're moving and finally at least leaving Iraq. Look, Turkey.
Oh my god. Turquía. Después de cuánto.
After 5 hours on the Iraqi side of the border, we've now been stamped out, so we're making progress, and we're now in another pen in no man's land in between Turkey and Iraq. Right, so it's been another hour in no man's land, and you can see what they're making people do. So if you zoom into that bus, actually they might have all gone by now, they're making everyone get their stuff out of the bus one by one, walk over no man's land into Turkey, but before they do that they check all the bags. Fulfilling another life ambition, having a Magnum on the Turkey-Iraq border. No number. Right, so we finally made it to the inspection by the Turkish customs people.
Yalla yalla.
Right, so we've just been through the customs. I think it was the Iraqi customs, so we're not quite at the Turkish side just yet. We're into hour 9, easily.
¿Tú pones mi maleta?
Sí.
Ay, pucha, perdón. Crónicas de una estadía en la frontera. Son las 11:30. Estoy mamada. Mamada. Nada que salimos. Ayúdenme. No puedo más.
Smugglers have now entered the bus.
¿Qué haces?
So, we're entering our 24th hour on the bus. We're both absolutely shattered. I think we probably shouldn't have come to Turkey, but done 3 weeks in Kurdistan. So, we've seen a bit of everything. There was a skirmish with smugglers at about 3 o'clock. And then we finally crossed the river, the Khabur River, which is the natural border between Turkey and Iraq, at about 5, and now we're just waiting on the border for it hoping for it to open at 10 o'clock. There's been no toilet facilities, definitely no kind of food facilities. So well, we've got the religious music on, you can see in the background, so we're hoping for 10 o'clock. Right, so it's 5 to 11, looks like we're finally moving well into the 24th hour on the bus. But you never quite know with this border. Could defeat be snatched from the jaws of victory? We're now in our 24th hour on the border, the 27th hour of our journey. Actually, the crossing at Turkey was reasonably easy. They just stamped our passports and put us through customs and waved us through. The bus took an hour longer. It appears what the big issue is that because of all the smuggling on these buses, what was happening last night is that the bus drivers, the officials and the smugglers themselves were trying to agree a split on what each of their take-ins would be for essentially smuggling tea, cigarettes and God knows what else over the border. So that's what's led to the delay. And here we are, hour 27, and by the time we get to Mardin, this is likely easily going to be a 30-hour trip. So first meal in 27 hours, the steaming hot aubergine kebab, patlıcanlı kebab. Türkiye. No, there's still 3 hours to go. I hope that the worst is over. Bloody hell, what a horror film. What a horror film.